I broke it. PCV valve hose into the throttle. So what did I break? I broke the hose to the PCV valve, which there's the PCV right here. You see it right here? This thing. I guess the hose was too brittle, or I landed on it when I put the intake manifold in. That goes there, and then this goes in here. So that's what broke, my first broken thing of this whole job so far. Not too bad, I think. And what's in there is the positive cranking ventilation valve. So whatever doesn't get compressed, a portion of it is recycled back to the throttle, which goes in here into this hose. It gets sucked in. It's a vacuum hose. And it gets sucked in and it gets compressed and all that. So it goes right in that hole right here where my finger is. So it's this part, put that right here. It's this part that goes in there, in that hole, and this goes in here. And this goes in here. So this is just a connector that goes in there, and the positive valve, positive cranking ventilation valve is right here. So now we're going to take it out. We're going to use a deep socket, and the size that it is, let me see, is a 19 millimeter. So it goes right in there. Right there. And then we take it out like this. And you're supposed to change these valves every 40,000 according to the manufacturer. I don't think I've ever changed it, so I'm going to change it now. So there we go. I don't think it was any good, because you could hear it, like there's a little ball in there, I think. Oh, you can hear it. Okay, now I feel it. It's kind of hard. You shake it like that, and then, oh, there it goes. It got loose. You hear it? Okay. And then this is a good one. Okay, so this is a good one. So we're going to open it up. And see, where's that hose? Oh. So I went to the dealership, and the parts guy was telling me that it didn't show the positive cranking valve on their books, but what actually wasn't showing was this connector, because it's different. If you see the inside, let me get some light. See how it's different? And so I paid $16 at the dealership, and Napa wanted the same price. So yeah, they used to be really cheap. They used to be $5. I think AutoZone wanted $12. Napa wanted $16, and I got this one for $16 at the dealership. So let me get some tape here and we'll install it. So I decided to use some thread sealant just in case it leaks, and I'm just going to use a little bit. That's probably about it. A little bit on that side. And a little bit on that side. So I just put it in there and put it in straight. Makes it a little hard with these pushing against it. Push it down and turn it. I'm on my tippy toes right now. Okay. So you turn it in by hand, make sure it's not cross-threaded, that it turns easy. And then we're going to go right that way to tighten it. So I'm going to put it over it. Right there till it falls in. I'm going to turn this with my hand and then start turning it with this. The ratchet, you don't want to break it. A little bit more. That should be good enough. Okay. So now we're going to take the hose, we're going to take this hose off of here so we can install that in there. Okay, so here we are at the vise, and you don't want to smash the threads, of course. You just want to grab it right here at the hex. So you open it, slightly tighten it, and you get something sharp, a knife. Just don't cut yourself. And you slide it. I can't see that, so I'm going to do it right here. And you just pull it off like that. And that's all there's to that. Okay, so we're going to put some of this thread sealant. We're going to stick the thread part in there. And it feels like it went in there. Move it side to side and it's turning good. And then we can stick our socket in there. Turning it right to tighten it. And it's going into aluminum, so you have to be careful. Like right there. Feels good like that. Okay, so now we're going to put the molded hose. Here's what the molded hose looks brand new. It says hose vacuum. Made in Japan. Okay. So open it from here. And I'll be right back. I'm just going to get a little oil. Put it on my hand. I'm going to put a little oil on the outside of the fitting right here. And a little bit of oil on the outside of the fitting right here, where the hose is going to go in. Okay. So I want to turn it towards there like that. So I'm going to push it in. Okay, that was pretty easy. Then we're going to push this in. And my fingers are a little oily, so let me get a rag or something. Okay. This should be better. Okay. Come on. Okay. And there it is. And just push it all the way in. And there we go. The PCV valve hose into the throttle body. So changing the PCV valve is crucial to your engine because it does not just recirculate the exhaust back to the throttle. What it does, it's relieving pressure from the crankcase. And if it doesn't have anywhere to relieve the pressure, it'll ruin your engine.